On this song, I'm going to sing something that I've never sung in front of anybody before. I've loved this song for a long time and just recently got my hands on the music. But this week, I was riding down the road and God brought this song to my mind. And then I went home and it was sitting on top on the piano. And I said, okay, Lord, if you'll help me, I'll learn it. But I was driving down the road this week in one of the storms that were coming through, and the reason the Lord brought the song to my mind was because it was very scary in that storm. Excuse me. And it was very dark, and the wind was blowing the car. You know, as I was driving, it was blowing the car around, and I was on my way to the house, and as I was coming down the road, the sky was just so black. And my boys were actually out in it, and they said that it was raining so hard that the rain actually hurt when it hit them. See the edge of the storm and just the dark, scary black clouds, and you could see literally the end of the cloud, and just on the other side there was a big beam of sunshine shining down. I thought, isn't that something, how the sun was just shining just beyond the storm? And I thought, isn't that how it is in our lives? And there's been a storm raging in my life too, and I know that a lot of people in this room, there's a storm raging in your life. And when I saw that beam of sunshine, it reminded me that God, He is with me in the storm, but He's in control of the storm, and He's on the other side of the storm. Over there where I saw that beam of sunlight, that's where eventually the storm will pass. And as the winds blow and the storms in our life and it shakes our faith, it will pass. And we feel like there's no hope and we're not going to make it to the other side. We will make it, because He'll help us make it. We may not be the same when we get there. You know, I hope that as the storms come and go in my life, I hope that I'll learn from them, that I'll be better once God helps me through the storm. So y'all bear with me as I practice on you here. When the storm raged about them, the disciples were afraid, for the waves were high and the ship was tossed. They could not find their way. Then they awoke the Master, saying, Lord, please save us now. He rebuked the wind and the sea grew calm, and they all wondered how. God sees the storm from the other side. He knows the lessons learned, and just beyond the clouds He sees clear skies. He speaks peace to the raging storm when peace could not be found. He already sees the rainbow when we see only clouds. Like the man on the sea did, I have called to God in prayer. When it seemed to me all hope was gone, and in my deep despair, I remembered what the Lord said when He calmed that troubled sea. And I know once more how He sees the storm, and peace floods over me, 'cause God sees the storm from the other side. He knows the lessons learned, and just beyond the clouds He sees clear skies. He speaks peace to the raging storm when peace could not be found. He already sees the rainbow when we see only clouds. And when the storms of life come crashing in and trouble me, I can feel God's arms around me, and He whispers, let it be, let it be. God sees the storm from the other side. He raging storm when peace could not be found. He already sees the rainbow when we see only clouds. He speaks peace to the raging storm when peace could not be found. He already sees the rainbow when we see only